All right, we're here. We're going to talk numbers today. So I got a request on my call for questions asking me about the initial investment and to talk about just everything I had to say about it. So in order to make this a little bit more time efficient, I'm just going to talk about the initial investment, how much it costs to start up, how much I initially invested way back when, the dinosaurs were still roaming and nobody knew about LuLaRoe, how long it took me to get in the green, and how long it took me to make my initial investment back. So those are two things that a lot of people want to know. We're just going to go ahead and jump into it. I am in my bedroom because, you guessed it, they're doing construction outside. It's noisy, and I just wanted to get you guys into a better place. Actually, let me make sure that my fan isn't hitting you guys. So I had somebody ask me to talk all about this. So here it is. I'm going to put it all on the table. Right now, to join, the initial investment is $5,000. Let me start that again. $5,087.25. That is just for your basic package, and what you get is Julia's, Maxie's, Cassie's, Irma's, Classic Teas, Randy's, and Lindsay's. Now, this is almost identical to the package that I hand chose for myself way back when I first started. So that is a really good package. Those are solid sellers. You won't have any problem getting those out the door. Now you have the option to add on all of the extra leggings, which include the one size, the tall and curvy, both kids, small, medium, large, extra large, and tween. And that is a total of $1,401.25, making the grand total $6,488.50. Now that's only if you choose to do the add-on package. If you don't, then your total stays at $5,087.25. Now, if you choose to do the add-on package, you get 25 feet free Patricks. So those Patrick tees you can use as giveaways, or you can even sell them and make profit off of it. So it just gives you a little bit of an incentive to go ahead and order those on and, add on your leggings at that same time. Now, if you choose not to add on that many leggings all at once, or say you don't want to carry both the kids or a tween or what have you, then you can just log on to Audrey, which is our back office system, immediately and place an order for as many leggings as you'd like in your specific sizes. So you can still order the leggings separately and not have to do this add-on package, but you won't get the 25 free Patricks, and you must meet the minimum 33 item order. So those are all different options. Those are things that you can talk about later on with your sponsor to figure out what is right for you and your family. Now, I was able to still custom pick my package when I first signed up. So my package was a little bit less, but I also received a little bit less in products. So when I first started, I invested $4,571.40. I immediately went on and ordered extras, like I just said that you guys can do, and ordered $637.45 worth of extras, bringing my grand total to $5,208.45. So that was my total investment. Outside of that, like I said, I think I spent maybe $200 on supplies, nothing more, nothing really less. It was just the bare minimum to get me started. So current money spent on inventory to date. You guys ready? Because this is going to blow you away as to how much I have grown and how much I have reinvested. Now, this is an important talking point because I want you to understand that when I tell you the numbers and how much I made back within my first week, my second week, that all of that money has been reinvested to get this grand total of money that I have invested into LuLaRoe. So I have invested to date $18,485.90 into my inventory with LuLaRoe. Now that may seem like a lot, but I have not put in an extra dime more than what I have originally invested, which means that I have been able to make that much money back and reinvest, and I actually hit the green way before I've been ordering that much. So let me tell you, when I first got my call and I got my inventory, I was actually out of state. So I didn't get to touch my stuff until 2 weeks later after I got here. And so in February, I had 1 week to sell. In my first week, I made $2,686.50. That's how much I made in sales. In profit, I made $1,432.48 in profit. Okay, so now go on to my next party, because my next party was obviously the following week, and now we're in March because I didn't have very long to sell in February. In March, let me get my notes straight here. My next party in March, I made $2,186 in one party. That made for profit for $1,139.44 in profit. So that's after I calculate all shipping costs, all cost of goods, like all of those costs aside, I had that money in my pocket. I decided to keep reinvested because I wanted to grow my inventory and I wanted to have a full inventory for people. So I kept reinvesting, kept on reinvesting. Okay, so with my launch and the 2 parties, so I was only hosting 2 parties a week. So I had my launch, 1 party for my first week. My second party was that following week. I had made $4,872. Now remember, my initial for just my package, not the extra add-on, was $4,571.40. So I had actually already made more profit in those 3 parties than I had initially invested. However, here's the thing that people will not tell you. They will tell you that yes, they made back their initial investment in 3 parties, which I did. I made back my initial investment in less than 10 days. That's very possible to do. However, if you want to continue making these numbers, you need to continue restocking your inventory. So I put everything right back in where it came from. I kept on buying more inventory and more inventory and more inventory. So if you continue to do that, that means your business is growing. That is what you are supposed to do. March, I had a total sales of $4,448.20, and that was just doing the 2 parties a week. Nothing more, nothing less. I actually left town at the end of March, so those were only 3 weeks of March that I had to make that much money. Now come April, because I'm reinvesting, I want to remind you, I'm reinvesting every single penny that I'm getting. I want you to hear how much it makes a difference. My April sales were $9,940. Okay, that's how much I sold. I broke even in April and I was fully in the green in April. So that means that now everything that I was taking in as a profit was mine to profit. Okay, come May, I was extremely lucky to have been in the green. I wasn't as stressed out. That was my finals time. So at this time when I started up LuLaRoe, I was interning 2 days a week. I had school full time. I was still working, I want to say like almost the full 30 hours a week. And I was a graduate assistant. So I was juggling all of these things at once on top of doing my LuLaRoe business, which I honestly, like these months were just a blur. I can't even tell you like really what happened. But I can tell you that come May, I had made my reinvestment, I had made my money back, and I was able to take most of May off because I didn't have to worry about that. I didn't have to worry about where the money was coming from or anything. I think I held like 3 parties in May, 4 parties in May. I have to go back and check. But I really didn't do much in May. So then I came back into June, and in June I made more sales and more sales. July, you guys have probably seen my video where it was kind of tough. Well, now I'm getting back into it again. I'm still in the green. I'm fine. But I'm getting ready to reinvest $3,054.25. I'm telling you this because even though I have been hitting this rough patch, so to speak, like along the way, I still have this money to reinvest, and I'm still giving LuLaRoe 110% because I see the numbers and I see the profit that it's been bringing me. I see what it has done for me. It has allowed me to buy the yoga classes that I've wanted to take, my unlimited yoga pass. It's allowed me to go into those isolation pods. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen them or not, but it's like this chamber filled with salt water and you float and whatever. It's so cool. I love it because I live with migraines and chronic pain, and as soon as I'm in there, it's like I'm out just like a baby, like so calm, and it's just like such a blissful experience. But they're expensive. It's like $100 a session to go in there. So these are all the things that I have brought into my life because of this. Like, despite me struggling and, hitting those rough bumps along the way, like, LuLaRoe is still profiting me so much. And that's just my sales. That's not including growing a team or anything like that. So this is very much possible for people to make money and to make enough to kind of change the way that they live. Not significantly, but enough to be comfortable. So if you're wondering if this extra income is going to help your family, yes, it will. But you also need to remember that you probably will not see the profit of it or the payback for about 3 months. So what I usually tell my girls that come to me and are asking me for advice is, if your family can live without this money for 3 to 4 months, then go for it. Do it. Because during that 3 to 4 months, you need that money to work for you, and you need to work for that money. So it's kind of like this fine dance that you learn, and you really need to give it your all, because that is what's going to build up your business and what's going to set you up for success. Not to say that, you can't be more successful down the road, because you definitely can. But I firmly believe that if you start and you hit the ground running, that you will be able to make back your initial investment and be fully in the green, not just make it back. Okay, so when you ask your potential sponsor how long it took for them to make back their initial investment, ask them, how long did it take for you to be fully in the green? Okay, doesn't matter how fast they made back their investment, because as you can see, I made mine back in less than 2 weeks. 3 parties made it back. But it wasn't until month 3 that I fully made back my investment and I was taking in a profit. Okay, so I hope this helps you. If you have any questions about, what I just explained to you, if you want to know more about, the whole startup process or what have you, feel free to comment below. Give this video a thumbs up if it helped you. Hopefully it'll help other people as well. And please send me your questions. I want to be here for you. I want to help you. I know how hard it is to find answers and honest answers, and I don't ever want you to feel that, you're kind of tucked in the corner because you're too afraid to reach out. So you've got me here for you. Let me know. All right? Bye.